A lot of my stuff, first, if I hadn't had the help I had, I don't know where the hell I'd be right now.
The world is reeling from the heartbreaking news that Liam Payne, former member of One Direction, has passed away at the age of 31. Known for his powerful voice and genuine connection with fans, Liam's sudden departure has left a profound void in the music industry and the hearts of millions worldwide. From his beginnings on The X Factor to becoming part of one of the most iconic boy bands of all time, Liam's life was a remarkable journey of triumph, struggle, and resilience. His legacy as an artist and his openness about mental health will continue to inspire for generations to come. Liam's story began on August 29, 1993, in Wolverhampton, England. His early life was defined by challenges. Born prematurely, he faced health complications and spent years visiting hospitals for treatment. But even in those early years, there was something remarkable about Liam. His love for music was evident from a young age. Whether it was performing at family gatherings or school functions, Liam's voice had the power to captivate those around him, setting the stage for a future no one could yet imagine. But Liam's journey wasn't always easy. At just 14 years old, he auditioned for The X Factor, hoping for his big break. His performance impressed the judges, but it wasn't quite his time.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, and let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me.
Judge Simon Cowell, known for his brutal honesty, saw something special in Liam. "Come back when you're ready," Cowell told him. Little did anyone know this would be the beginning of an incredible journey. 2 years later, in 2010, Liam returned to The X Factor with newfound determination. This time, fate had something even more extraordinary in store for him.
Whatever it is that you've got it.
Thank you, Sharon.
And I thought your voice was really, really powerful.
Really good.
It's really impressive. Really, really impressive.
After failing to progress as a solo artist previously, he was grouped with 4 other young hopefuls: Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, Niall Horan, and Zayn Malik. Together, they would go on to form one of the most famous boy bands of all time, One Direction. The chemistry between the boys was undeniable. Their raw talent, paired with their boyish charm, quickly captivated the hearts of fans across the UK, and before long, the world. Though they didn't win the X Factor, finishing 3rd, One Direction had something far more valuable than a trophy: an instant connection with fans.
It's been absolutely incredible. For me, the highlight when we first sang together at judges' houses, that was unbelievable. And you know what, we've done our absolute best, we've worked hard.
Liam was often described as the big brother of the group. His calm and caring nature, along with his work ethic, became a stabilizing force during the whirlwind of fame that followed. One Direction's debut single, What Makes You Beautiful, skyrocketed to the top of the charts in 2011, and from there, their success was unparalleled. For 5 years, the boys toured the world, released iconic albums like Up All Night and Take Me Home, and delivered unforgettable hits such as Little Things and Best Song Ever. To fans, they were not just a boy band, they were a source of joy, comfort, and community. Their concerts became euphoric gatherings where fans of all ages united to experience the magic of One Direction. Liam's powerful voice, showcased in songs like Story of My Life and Midnight Memories, combined with his humble demeanor and endearing smile, made him a favorite among millions. Yet behind the glitz and glamour, the pressure of fame loomed large. The relentless touring schedule, constant media scrutiny, and lack of privacy began to take an emotional toll.
We were in the band. It was kind of a case of we'd have 2 weeks to write the album, and then they'd have already sold a tour, so we'd have to get the album done and then record it on the road.
Despite these struggles, Liam consistently put on a brave face, driven by the love and support of his devoted fans, who had become an integral part of his life. In 2016, One Direction announced they were going on hiatus. Though the news was heartbreaking for fans, it was clear the boys needed time to recharge, reflect, and explore their individual paths. For Liam, this marked the beginning of a new chapter. Liam's solo career was met with success as he ventured into different genres, embracing a more mature sound. His debut single, Strip That Down, showcased a new side of Liam, confident, bold, and ready to establish his own identity outside the band.
Baby, you know I love it when the music's loud, but come on, strip that down for me, baby.
This year also marked a significant change in his personal life. In March 2017, Liam and his then-girlfriend, singer Cheryl, welcomed their son, Bear Payne, into the world. Fatherhood had a profound impact on Liam.
It was the most amazing thing, and then I was left with Bear after she gave birth and she fell asleep, and then I'd never changed a nappy before until I met Bear, so I was like, I can do this. As you can see, I'm surrounded by Jameses.
Yes.
So you can't really be the first James anymore, can you? It's not possible. So the only logical thing to do was to call him Bear.
He often spoke about how being a father had shifted his priorities, and though his relationship with Cheryl didn't last long after Bear's birth, Liam remained committed to co-parenting. Despite the joy of becoming a father and launching his solo career, Liam also faced challenges during this period. He was candid about his struggles with fame and the pressures that came with it. His honesty about battling anxiety and mental health issues earned him respect, as fans saw him not just as a pop star, but as someone going through very real human experiences.
A lot of my stuff, if I hadn't had the help I had, I don't know where the hell I'd be right now. So that's a credit to you in a sense.
Liam continued to build on the success of his solo career throughout 2018 and 2019. He released several singles, including Familiar with J Balvin, Bedroom Floor, and Polaroid, a collaboration with Jonas Blue and Lennon Stella. These songs showcased his versatility and allowed him to experiment with different genres, from reggaeton to electronic pop. However, despite the professional success, Liam's personal life became more tumultuous. His split from Cheryl was highly publicized, and he often found himself at the center of media attention for his relationships. Liam was vocal about how difficult it was to maintain a sense of normalcy in the face of constant scrutiny. His struggles with mental health also persisted. In interviews, he opened up about the immense pressures he faced, particularly during his time in One Direction.
Eventually, that becomes like an angry person, and I was.
Yeah.
Because there was points where it was toxic and it was difficult. Don't get me wrong.
Yet through it all, he remained committed to his music and his fans, determined to carve out his own identity as an artist. In December 2019, Liam released his debut solo album, LP1. The album was a culmination of years of hard work and experimentation, featuring a mix of pop, R&B, and dance influences. While it received mixed reviews from critics, it resonated with his fans, who appreciated his evolution and growth as an artist. As 2020 began, Liam Payne, like many around the globe, faced the challenges brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, which disrupted his plans for touring and live performances. In response, he found innovative ways to connect with his fans through social media and virtual performances, offering a sense of comfort and community during a time of isolation and uncertainty. This period of upheaval also led Liam to reflect deeply on his life, dedicating time to his son, Bear, and prioritizing his mental well-being. He openly discussed the significance of self-care and his commitment to becoming a better father and person, using the pandemic as an opportunity to slow down and reassess his priorities, focusing on the values of family and health that truly mattered to him.
The best time ever. We did. But there was moments where through, there's a big movement on it at the moment and people overworking and like, you don't realize you have a choice at that point. But in those shows, sometimes they don't give you the choice because you want the dream, but you have to realize there is a sacrifice for that.
In 2021, Liam explored new ventures beyond music. He launched his own NFT, non-fungible token collection, embracing the world of digital art and cryptocurrency. This move showcased his willingness to experiment and stay ahead of the curve, even outside of the music industry.
This is where the NFT idea kind of came from, and it first started as this little drawing that I did, and I wanted to make my own character because I was like, I'm really good at drawing, but we have printers for that. I don't need to be a printer. So then I was like, I need to make something. So I made this like ethereal creature that I wanted to 3D print and stick in a like crystal glass box And the idea is that he's depressed, that he's...
However, 2021 was also a year where Liam faced significant challenges. His mental health struggles became more apparent, and he was candid about how fame had affected him over the years. In May 2021, he shared that he had been sober for a while and was working on maintaining a healthier lifestyle. His transparency about his struggles with addiction and recovery resonated deeply with fans, many of whom saw him as a source of inspiration. By 2022, Liam was finding his footing again. He continued to work on new music and hinted at a second album. His relationship with his son remained a central focus in his life, and he often spoke about how fatherhood kept him grounded. Though his romantic relationships were often in the headlines, Liam's primary focus was always on his personal growth and being the best version of himself. As we moved into 2023, Liam was still in the process of discovering new artistic directions. He had been working on a follow-up to LP1 and exploring more introspective themes in his music. Fans were excited about what he had in store, and it seemed like Liam was finding more peace within himself. He continued to use his platform to raise awareness about mental health, and his dedication to self-improvement was evident. However, 2024 brought devastating news. On October 4th, 2024, Liam Payne passed away, shocking the world. The circumstances surrounding his death are still unclear, but reports suggest that he had been struggling with his mental health in the months leading up to his passing.
Liam Payne has died after falling from the third floor of a hotel in Buenos Aires.
As the world continues to mourn Liam Payne, his legacy will undoubtedly live on through his music, his honesty, and his dedication to his craft. From his early days as a hopeful teenager auditioning on The X Factor to becoming one of the most recognized faces in pop music, Liam's journey was one of perseverance, growth, and ultimately resilience. His openness about his mental health struggles will remain a crucial part of his legacy. In an industry that often glosses over the darker side of fame, Liam's willingness to be vulnerable set him apart. His fans admired him not just for his musical talents, but for his authenticity. Liam Payne will always be remembered for the joy he brought into the world through his music. His songs, both with One Direction and as a solo artist, touched millions of lives, offering hope, happiness, and connection. He may be gone, but his voice will continue to echo in the hearts of his fans, leaving an indelible mark on the world.